Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've had a lot going on. I've tried to record this video 6 times. I've came to the conclusion I'm not going to be able to record videos on my tablet because it will not let me sync the uploads to my YouTube page. So we are going back to the phone for the video. You guys have asked for it for a while now. Here it is. Pine Front. I will do Pine Back in the same video if I have the allotted time for it. I don't want to make a 40-minute video that you guys have to sit through or shift 20 minutes through to the back. So for sake of speed, there's going to be a little bit less outward verbal math. You guys can kind of do the math on your own if you've watched any of my Introduction to Math Play videos. We can sting this first hole. Of course, I get right next to the hole, it doesn't even drop in. I'm not going to complain about that. It's probably the most difficult hole 1 stinger in the game. Even more so than Juniper 1. Hole 2. I do have landing area with the 9 wood. Not with the 4 iron. I suggest if you want to up your game, learn these 9 wood cutter shots. 26 is out 12.5% off. We're gonna call it just 12.5% off. It's gonna be probably a hair long. Yeah, it looked like it was. I saw it go up an extra blip on the power meter. I didn't feel like resetting it, but you catch the drift. For this hole, I normally don't even change. I never use a ball, anything. Sometimes I club down. Just want to put it out there on the fairway. If you're attacking this with an iron, you're gonna go up 5%. I'm already at up 5%. Take the wind off. No, it didn't affect the wind. Didn't affect it all. I could have just left it alone. It's like I think up 6 for the 9 iron, up 5 for the 8. I almost never go at it with a 9, so I didn't know. Here's the first real hole that takes any explanation. I always go at this thing. First thing I'm gonna do is use a sticky. If the wind's at my back, it's 4 iron bronze tee. If the wind's in my face, it's a 3 iron bronze tee. And if the wind's sideways, it's a 3 iron no tee. And then anywhere between 95 and 98%, depending on if it's forward sideways, completely sideways, or backward sideways. We just sticky it onto the ledge. And the idea is to give yourself a shot at the green right here, where we can go up to a 3 wood, and it creates sort of a stinger-esque type shot. And by stinger-esque, I mean that looks good. We're going to take 6% off for the total distance. So we're going to lose 12 yards and 17 yards to 272. The forward wind will get me that extra yard. So we're going to sting it with 3 wood. And that's what it does. It rolls in really pretty. Dialing in the accuracy is all you really got to do if you just add 6%. It's actually like 6.3%, but 6% is just what I go with. I figured the wind would give me that extra little bit to get there, and it was a hair short, but it's okay. Alright, this one right here, I can't really go through too much because it depends on what tee you have, or what pin location you have. When you're here where you can't quite see the top of the trees in the map, it's a 5 wood. If you're at the back and you have to go through the trees, it's a medium tee 3 wood. If it's the front, you can use a 0 hybrid, you can use a 1 iron. There's so many options. We're gonna have to use a 5 wood medium tee and go way down we're losing, because the 6 wood will clip the trees. We're losing 54 yards. So, about 19.3% off. Add 8 for the orbits, it's 11.8% off. And then we're going to take off about another, we'll say about another 5. So 16.8% off is what we're looking at taking off. So 83.2, we'll go like 83%. And I do that to give it enough of a chance to be able to come back to the hole. I don't want it to spin back and not make it back to the hole. Alright, for this one, we don't have a wind cutter ability, so we are going to go up to the 5 wood, apply the sticky, icky ball. We'll lose 5% for the carry, so that's going to drop us down to about 257. We need to lose 1 more percent. It's a little more than 1. And then for the wind, 6 times 0.65 is about 4, give or take. So we're going to go just a hair under 5% off. That was a hair off. Oh, not a hair. That was a good bit off on the accuracy, but still gave us relatively an auto putt. Alright, for this hole, I'd never go down there. If the wind's forward like this, I always tee up to here. If the wind's forward, we can go over the trees. If it's not forward, we go over here. And you're going to see why. I never go down there. Like, never. I used to, now I don't at all. It's just because you get such a beautiful approach right here. I'm going to try to cut this in, pull a little, like a little Mr. Golden Tee slurve to this. Instead of going at it straight. We got to lose 3, 4, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. We'll lose like 6% by the time we calculate in for the slurve. What I was trying to do was go into the hill. If you could get Larry Foster to take that shot, he'd probably put it in the freaking hole. My stomach is rumbling, I need food. For this one here, pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna line up our shot. It's gonna go 2% downhill, but we do have wind in our face, so we're just gonna go at this full. Ooh, so close to holing out. And for the final hole, we need to lose about 2% off, but we have wind in our face, so that's going to cancel. This hole will always play 6% down, regardless what club you're using. I think that's going to be a hair long and left, yeah. It's alright. Wasn't really a great pin to go exactly pin hunting. So that's how you play Pine Front. It's not a very tough hole, or 9 holes to play. Pretty relatively easy to score decent on it. We're going to move on to Pine Back. That's going to be a little bit more explanation. Alright. Pine Back for the first hole. Show you guys a secret if you haven't figured it out. Pretty much everybody has figured this out. If you haven't figured it out, well, I guess it's time to say you're welcome. Those trees that are in the way do not exist. They don't affect your shot at all whatsoever. You'll hear it hit the trees. They don't affect the shot at all. They're ghost trees. Go straight through them. And the crowd goes wild for the 4-foot putt. And we get our double eagle. For those of you that don't have the double eagle achievement, there's an easy way to get it. I don't recommend doing that simply because you will waste so much equipment just to win 100 gold. It's not worth it. Hole 11 or hole 2 on the back, I always tee off to right there. You get a pretty good look at any pin from this position anyway. We're going to lose about 5% going down, and then another 2%, so 7% off. The 2% for the wind, and then I got to lose 17. So it's 10, 11.3, 12.3, 13.3, 18. We'll say 18.5% off. So 81, we'll go like 82-ish. For this hole, I move over here. I'm going to club up to about the 3 wood for this. I'm going to snipe it in. I'm not going to do any math because I know it's going to be relatively close. Just get myself on the green so I can putt. Most of the first 6 holes on the back are pretty straightforward. Not going to do a whole lot of explaining on them. You just kind of watch and you'll see, oh, okay, they play just about the same every time. Hole 10, sometimes you'll use a sniper, sometimes you'll use a maniacs. For this approach, we're just going to club way up because it's a front pin. We can't really go at it. We're going to club way up to the 3 wood. We're going to go over there. We're going to use a sniper. Ooh. And snipe it in. And just get it on the green. It's not worth. Ooh. It's not worth it to try to dial it in to attack the pin. It's not. There's not a good pin to attack. All right, for this one here, we're gonna go up to the 5-iron. Use a sniper again. It's my cop-out ball. We'll end up losing about 5% after we calculate the wind in, so it'll be like 163-ish. We're going to take like a little over 1% off. Somewhere around right there. Apparently exactly right there. There you go. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while, am I right? And for this hole here, I see people go at it naked. We're going to try the whole naked thing. I never, or you know, like with a javelin, if you will. I never go at it this way. I feel like it's really volatile, really risky. That's why I don't go at it with a javelin. Okay? Don't recommend it. It's what we call a freaking bailout shot. Your better option is just going to be to club up. And use a sniper when you have that front pin. Back pin, we can use the maniacs because you have a lot of green to roll on. Just know it's going to go way down and way to the left. Alright, here's the secret to this hole, the hole I was waiting on. If you have this tee, you have to go at this island tip. If you have the middle tee box, you can go at that island tip. If you have the left tee box, you can go to the farthest island tip. But this is the island tip I have to go to with this. Do not attempt to go to the middle island tip with, even if you have wind in your back, it's just not worth it. And I don't know why I went 99%. I knew better. Let me fix that. is you want to get out as far as you can without getting into the rough. That's good. Watch what happens here. If I try to use a driver, there's a very small, narrow ledge on the rough I can hit to try to get on, but that's what's going to happen every time. So what we want to do when we have wind in our face is we want to bail out a little bit to the left. See, no matter what you try to do, you want to bail out to the left and get stuck here or go in the sand, and then just try to chip it on. If you have wind at your back, you can make the green. Sometimes you can't make the green. You want to find a safe spot. We're gonna try to hold this out from here, guys. There we go. We get our eagle. This hole here is very finicky to do. I normally just try to play it like somewhat safe. Get it on like that. I don't know the elevation for it, that's why I fast played it. I just play that one by ear. And for this one, if the wind's to the right, we're going to move all the way right. We're going to find a club that gets us, let's see that, minus, we'll say, with that wind, minus like 19% would be that's gonna be okay right there. We're actually gonna go to the 6 wood and go about like 96%, and it's gonna be a full C3. And see, it didn't make it back around. So what we need to do is aim here, go full C, and not quite cut 3, and it still doesn't make it. It's so hard to get through there. We'll try it one more time. I don't think the 6 wood's gonna quite make it. I could actually go to the 2 iron here. Maybe a 2 iron. And try to cut through. It doesn't make it. It's so finicky. I saw one person do this shot here. It's not the shot I do. I'll show you the shot that I would actually attempt here because I didn't think that wind was going to work with a 6 iron. Seen one person do this with the 0 bird. Can't remember who it was. I don't know. He went through the trees. I can't do that. The shot that I would actually probably do here, if I was in a contest, would be like the 4 wood and go way down to like 80% and cut it back around and just get it on the green and get my putt. And that's how you play the back 9. Obviously you saw I took a few mulligans there on that last hole. I've shot absolutely shit terrible on it. It's just a basic walkthrough so you can see how to play it. If you have any questions, because not all the tees and wind setups are the same, feel free to message me on Facebook. I'm Brian Davis in the Golden Tee Mobile Facebook group, or you can leave a comment on this video. Also, leave some comments about give me some challenges, guys. I had one that Jordan gave me, Juniper back using nothing but torpedoes, things like that. I love them. They're hilariously fun to suck that bad playing. because Juniper Back was not a torpedo course at all, but they're hilariously fun to play. So give me some challenges to do. I'll record them. I'll try to do a few more more videos. I'm running out of courses to do videos on, so anything you guys want to see, even if it's a course I've already done, like if you want to see Volcano Back using Rebel clubs or something like that, let me know. Tell me what you guys would like me to record, and I will get it recorded for you guys. Appreciate you guys watching, supporting my channel. You guys are the real rock stars. Thank you.